Hello everyone. So we are back with another tarot reading with Radhika. I have given Radhika's details below in the description box. Please check it out. So Radhika, today what we are going to do?
Okay, so today it's a very interesting session, and first of all, you have to watch this video till the end because there is an amazing fact which will be revealed about tarot only if you watch this video till the end. And if you miss it, then you're going to miss some really, base point of tarot reading. And if you miss it, then you're going to miss the very base point of a tarot reading. And then don't blame us that, we didn't like teach you how the reading is going to be. So, in this reading session, what we are going to do, we have these 5 card tarot spread in which we are going to pick cards for the question, like any query, and then we're going to divide the cards into segments of your like lifespan. And these lifespans will be divided like for your distant past first. How these lifespans are divided for you is like first we'll start from the distant past, like from where did the situation aroused for you, and then is the nearest past, and then is your present,
Yes.
and then is your nearest present, and then is your distant present. So every phase is divided at a gap of 5 years time span, and I think that's a pretty good era to divide the whole
Yeah.
lifespan of work of any query we are dealing with. So you can have your own style, but this is really interesting and you'll be liking what we are going to discuss here.
The very basic spread in which you come to know from where person is coming. What was the initial past? The very first card tells about the initial past, and then recent past, then current situation, then what is going to happen in near future, and then coming future.
Yes.
And this is how this sequence moves. So Radhika, if this card comes for career reading, this spread comes for career reading.
Yes.
I'm basically I use more of my left brain, and Radhika uses more of her right brain.
That's how we are seated right now.
So let's see for same spread how analysis goes different.
Right. Okay.
So if Eight of Swords is the very first card
In past.
yeah, when you begin with your career.
Yes.
So Eight of Swords shows eight because I'm going to the literature part. I'm using my analytical mind more than my intuitive mind.
Yes.
So eight shows me Saturn, right? And Sword shows me more of like using your mind all the time. Then Saturnian energy. Crows has come. I showed you the card.
Yeah.
Crows has come. So and this lady is feeling very stuck. That she's stuck maybe because she has created boundaries by herself. It's possible that she can entangle herself very easily and move further, but she's not moving because she from within she doesn't want to move. That's the reason, and this is how we read the literature of this card, and I'm not using my intuitive mind here. But when we move further, the card which has come is strength. Strength is again 8 number card. So eight has come again. Saturnian energy is coming again. Something binding you. That can be responsibilities, your factors which are boundaries. Saturn is boundaries. So
Yes.
there are boundaries around you, which is not letting you work. But then you, in your past, you realize that I have to work on myself. I have to work on this situation. If you look at the card, this lady is trying to control the situation, which is like impossible for a feminine energy to do so, which seems to be very like not possible in today's day and age kind of a thing, because ladies has another thing to do, or they are not meant to do this, not supposed to do this or that, but still she is doing that. She's tackling a situation which is very tough, very difficult, and she did it. She's coming out of her traumas. The traumas can be internal or external, self created boundaries or whatever.
Yes.
And when she's moving further, right now her situation is the devil card. So, right now, this card can be very dicey. This means that you are becoming too greedy. That greed can be for anything, for power, position, for growth in life. Maybe you're thinking that in my past I have given too much time to my family. I'm done with my responsibilities because Saturn came so many times. So I want to think about myself now. It's all about me and myself and not about others. So you should not be neglecting your responsibilities also and go like in one direction only, because you have to have a balanced approach, a balanced life. And when you're moving further, three of wands has come now. Because you are so career oriented, you are so headstrong now, you are prepared, you have done some basic work, because three means you have already done something. It's unlike two, because two में कुछ काम है जो अभी नहीं हुआ है. Three में you done with your homework, you have done with the groundwork, and now you're waiting for external circumstances to support you, and there is a fire energy within you. I will use number three also, three of Jupiterian energy. You want to do something related to Jupiter, something related to fire, you want to guide others, you want to grow further, and there is no looking back. Why no looking back? Because the fifth card is Queen of Swords. If I see both the cards, there is a feminine energy. They both are looking towards the right hand side. They're not looking back. So you want to reach to the top of your career, and that devil confirms that. And this queen, this she, though she's feminine, but she's not soft like other queens. So while doing so, you want to use your communication, your contacts. See, water energy has not come. Queen, though feminine, but she's not as that soft. So fire energy has come, sword energy has come. I have not got cups. The fire and wands, I mean wands and swords, they are go-getters. They use their energy, they use their mind, their communication skills to move further. So this is what you want from your career and in your career. So this is how I will interpret it using my left brain. Now let's see, Radhika, what you have to say.
Sure. And very well described. Like, I'm really happy that some we are see in the last session, as we discussed, that some things are absolute and some things are gonna change with your karmas. So both what reading she is given and now what I will give, we are concluding to the same point.
Yes.
Maybe the path of the present or the nearest future may vary,
Yeah.
because that's how we gonna do with our karmas. But we are approaching to the end result in same tone.
Right.
Right? Okay, so now I will start with my intuitive mind. First of all, I'll just see the colors, like what I am feeling through the cards. See, now if you talk about the cards first, we have two female energies starting,
Yeah.
and two female energies ending.
Yes.
Right? So the devil card, we cannot take it as a male energy. We'll just feel it as a darker side.
Right. Right.
But one thing is sure, that this woman, like this person, has been on their own, and they had used a lot of their, they have pushed their feminine side, plus they got support from the feminine things, or eventually they're gonna will be pushed forward with the feminine energy. Secondly, there is no external help other than her own side, her own self.
Right.
So she was the one to take her out of her situation. She was the one who fought the world, and now she is the one who herself taking the opportunity. And even in the last Queen of Swords, she is herself sitting and she is ruling it.
Ruling it.
So it is like she has evolved eventually. Now, from Eight of Swords, what I feel from the immediate energy of the card, if I see the women, I'll just show you the card, so that how we describe a card through our intuitive power. This woman, if you can see, this is a reflection, a mirror reflection. So this is like you are portraying in yourself as you're entangled, miserable.
Yeah.
So this is the first thing we have to ask this person. Like, what? First of all, we have to confirm it that you are yourself responsible here. If we talk about intuition,
Right.
so
right.
your answer and my answer is same one way, that this person is entangled.
Right.
But intuitive part will say, looking at the picture, that you have entangled yourself in your own thoughts, because it's a swords card. And your literature is also portraying the same thing,
Right.
that you are in shackles.
Yes.
So only this is the difference, but still there is, like, the person is entangled. And now for the strength card, like how she evolved from Eight of Swords. Now here, if I feel is that this woman has used some very good force of her to face something which is masculine. So masculine, how we can say, it's our external world is very dominating and overpowering you. So this woman has overcome all of that, or she will overcome it eventually, and then we'll come to the devil card. Now devil card will just take it as a darker energy.
Yes.
Now devil is like the dark side of you. So now also we resonate here that you're going to, maybe there's a situation you're going to push your dark energy.
Yes.
But you can still divide it into levels of darkness. Like if you're obsessed, it is still a positive darkness.
Yes.
But if you do the unethical work for it, then you are totally on the high scale of the devil energy. So this is the thing where your intuition, like your what we say, the emotional part of your side, your brain will come, like how you want to you take this energy further. So if we are suggesting someone, we should keep our morals or ethics intact, and we should just say them, okay, you are obsessed, it's fine, but just make sure that you do not butcher people on the way.
And don't go out of the social norms or do
Yes,
something which is not ethical.
Be obsessed that you work day and night, and it's okay. There will be energies which will come to that you can take this further with the negative unethical means, but there you have to draw a line.
Maybe you're thinking that I've done enough of good in my past.
Yes, maybe you're hurt. If we see, because you're hurt now, because you have used so much physical strength, you had to put yourself mentally up strong. So at one point it can come as
you can think right now this world is only meant for cruel people.
Yes.
Those who think of themselves.
Right. And then when we go to the nearest future, now we see that I will just look at the card that this woman is standing somewhere, like she's standing at the portal. Now we don't know what opportunities are coming her way, but she has reached that point where opportunities are coming to her. Like she has like now she's worthy.
Worthy.
I would rather say now she is worthy, and let's see what any opportunity which will come, she is worthy of all. So now there is luck for her, like which opportunity is gonna come.
Yeah.
Right? And then in any ways, she is establishing herself as Queen of Swords. So if we go with the intuition mind, like she is still in a planning stage. Like she will not be at rest, first of all. But we can see, like, this is the literature part, but now this is the intuition part also. Seeing at this card, I will add to the answer that she has got her allies here.
Yeah.
Because she is at unrest, but in a happy state. Now she knows that I can conquer, and I can conquer more.
And maybe there's no need to be dependent on one person, one source.
Yes.
I should have multiple income, multiple people around me.
Yes.
And for whoever I did this reading, I know her personally. And you said the mention about the feminine energy. So she has always been supported by female friends around her, pushing her that you can do better, and this is what you should not settle for less. Move ahead. This is time to move on. So I think she resonated with the devil energy.
And one thing more, I can now this is just, this vibe just came looking at the cards. Like we cannot see anything in pentacles, right? So for her, it is not about money.
Yes.
It is not about money. It is just about reaching at a point. That's it. Achieving things and reaching at a point. That is her main focus. So she is not in after money.
Especially for career reading, no pentacle has come.
Yes.
Otherwise, that's the main focus.
Focus of people, right? So this is the intuitive answer. Like while reading, you're not going with the established answer. What are you taking out of it? Like money is not her concern here, because she is happy and she is achieving. But money is nowhere.
And she's happy by herself also.
Yes, by herself.
Because Queen of Swords is a loner also.
Yes.
Unlike other queens.
And yet very confident.
Yes, very confident. Happy in her zone.
Happy in her zone. So money is nowhere her priority. She just wants to be somewhere and be an achiever.
Very true. So this is how we can use our right or left brain to do our readings. And you can see we come to the same conclusion.
Yes.
But yes, literature is important. You should begin with that. Spreads are important. But then ultimately, you just go with the flow, make your own spreads, make your own way of doing it.
Yeah, because see now even while reading also we got few answers like we can relate to.
Yeah.
So this will come eventually when you use the other side of the reading. But
True.
literature is needed because that will only give you another answer to add more to
True,
it.
true, true. To add layers.
So yes, let's go to the second question. So this was interesting, right, for the career. So
Yes.
let's do one for some like just a random marriage part.
Let's do.
Let's like try to give
So,
answers with both left and right
so
brains.
as you taught me last time, we should, for every query, we should reshuffle our cards.
Yes.
Okay, then for marriage, um, the very initial past of your marriage, the card which has come is Eight of Swords. This again shows that both in career and in the personal life, the person was feeling very stuck. Like हम बोलते हैं ना कि if not personal life, then professional life is happy, or vice versa. But in this case, I feel that nothing was working. That's why she was feeling more miserable. And then judgment has come. So in near past, she was waiting for the right time from the universe and putting her queries to the universe that when you will resolve my issues, why my prayers are going unanswered. That's how we see judgment. And when I will come out of my problems, because it has started with problems. That problems is illusionary, external, internal, I do not know. But there were a set of problems and you were waiting for the right time. You prayed so much, and now the card which has come is Three of Wands. So you got your answers, you got the strength, and now you're in a situation where you are much happier. You are trying to move forward in a positive way with your partner, and now in future the card which has come is World. So because you have taken charge of your life, Wand shows taking charge. You will complete certain set of responsibility. Walls is like ending of something, ending of responsibilities, and you will feel happier and more responsible doing so. But mind it that your responsibilities are not ending, because this cycle, this vicious cycle, is never ending. As in families, one responsibility done with one thing, another set of things are ready. We have to work on that. So in marriage also, you have to keep on working on yourself, your relationship, if there is any problem. And then the last card which has come is Temperance. It has both Sun and Moon energy. And this is the card of balance, where like mutual respect, mutual give and take from both the sides. If even if one person, Sun or Moon, either of you, are not handling the relationship sensibly, you both are not taking middle path, then things can go wrong. Because temperance में गिरने के chance तो होते ही हैं. You have to remember that. So this is how I would have concluded my reading using my left brain. Now let's see, Radhika, how you do your reading.
Okay, so right brain is on to work, and let's see what I feel from the card's energy. And for the first card, Eight of Swords, I feel like now we are doing for marriage, and marriage is for two people. But Eight of Swords basically what it portrays, that it is self bondage. Like
Yes.
you're feeling tied up with your own perception, right? But I think maybe marriage made you feel that you are stuck.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
this feels like the marriage initially, like now it's in distant past for you, right? For if we are taking it for a person, so marriage made you feel like you are stuck. It means like somewhat the partner or the situations made you feel that you are the one responsible.
Uncomfortable. Yes, yes,
You
yes.
are the one responsible that you this is not a happy marriage for you. So it is not like you are at fault here. It is like the situations made you feel you are the reason, which is not, because now this is the what I feel is because marriage people are involved.
Right, right.
So it is not like you put yourself into this, but you were made to feel that you are the reason. So for that, you had to take a, it took a time for you to come out of that phase. And basically, now if we feel the energy of this pick, right? This card from the what the drawing is done, that this person, they went on a spiritual path or a spiritual journey, or like you take a holy dip. So they went into, like, they cleansed themselves, like they had a
Karma kind of a thing.
Huh. So I think that this person, like, they went through a very tough situation, like to get things cleared,
Right.
to divide the reality from the real world. The what is reality and what is the actual world. So this, because of that situation, she got herself like
Elevated or
elevated, and that's how she understood what this how this world is working around, and because of that she came out strong.
yeah.
If we see here, judgment card, like this is a water energy field and this is swords energy field, but now she's got
Fire,
fire,
fire within.
right? So now the fire is helping her to make herself strong enough that now I won't let opportunities run out of my hand, or I will make this work.
Or the other person bully me,
Yes.
like it used to happen previously.
Right. So now she's all strong and now she is more courageous also. Now we can, now here we can pick literature a bit, the fire energy. And now it is like she's unstoppable, and she can be anywhere now. Like she can make it work in any of the ways. Even if the bad things are coming, she will turn them into opportunities, because now she is standing at that point where things are going to work in her favor.
Right.
Even if wrong things are coming, she will make them work.
Right. And she has learned from her past experiences
Yes,
also.
yes. Now she has learned what is actual reality and what is, you being made to believe, the illusions. And then when we come to the nearest future, now the world card. Generally, people, thinks that world card is a positive card. But it is always like running in circles. And if I feel from this energy that the more you feel it is like a play, like how we used to do the hula hoop, right? So how it used to be, like we are physically exerting, but we are still enjoying.
Yes, yes.
So if we take, now if we make it work, like marriage को हम उसी एंगल से पिक करें कि इट्स ओके, फिजिकल एफर्ट लग रहा है बट आई एम स्टिल इन दैट सर्कल, सो बस आप उसको एक जॉय प्ले की तरह लेके चलो. एंड फॉर द डिस्टेंट फ्यूचर, नाउ वी सी द टेम्परेंस. उसमें आपका लिटरेचर पार्ट इज राइट कि सन मून एनर्जी है, दोनों को बैलेंस करके चलना पड़ेगा. बट आई थिंक कि आप बैक सीट ले लोगे. बैक सीट क्यों ले लोगे? क्योंकि मेल मैनेज कर रहे हैं. तो यहाँ पे ये वी कैन टेक अ पॉइंट हियर दैट द मेल विल बी वर्किंग फॉर इट मोर.
ओके, एज पर दिस
डेक्स ड्राइंग. और इसमें देखो दोनों का तो वर्क है ही, बट नाउ यहाँ पे मेल एनर्जी कार्ड है जो हम डेक डील कर रहे हैं. तो इसमें भी कह सकते हैं कि ये हो सकता है द पर्सन, लाइक द हस्बैंड
will be taking charge,
or
or
be taking
will
charge,
be working harder to safeguard the marriage.
Yes,
or be
yes.
more prominent.
Put more efforts, that the efforts will come from his
His
side,
side.
and he'll be the one, the ball will be in whose court, like
Okay.
he'll be the one who will have that burden onto him. That. So this was my interpretation from being a right brainy, and now it's time for the fun fact. Now I'll tell you guys what was so interesting about this reading. It was a real reading for a person, right?
Yes.
And if you guys have noticed that these cards came in the career reading as well in the marriage reading.
Yes.
Isn't that surprising? And it proves one point which I taught you in the last session.
That
Did you tell
we
me?
should reshuffle our cards every time.
Yes.
And give chance and opportunity to each and every card.
Yes.
And we should cleanse our deck every time we are asking question with the same person also.
Yes.
So I have experienced right now.
Yes.
So
and now I will like say that it is an established fact, like if we want to follow that, always shuffle, because it gives layers, and how we can patch up these two answers together.
Because Radhika, I have done this reading for the same lady.
Yes.
As you mentioned, that temperance, that male or husband will be taking charge in the relationship, or he will be the one guiding or telling the lady that this or that. He will be like main man for the
Right.
relationship, safeguarding or like taking responsibilities.
Yes.
Can we say that she will be more inclined towards career because she wants to be the queen in her career, and not taking responsibilities in the personal life?
Yes. I think this person will be more career oriented, Because if you remember her last card, it was Queen of
Queen,
Swords.
yes.
So she is busy still achieving and proving
Proving
herself or
herself.
fulfilling her inner self. So if you see from the marriage prospect, the husband is in the end holding together the
Together.
relationship.
Yeah.
So kind of it merges well. And if we look at the situation, the Eight of Swords was common, like it was a starting point
For
for
both
both
the for
career
both
and
the
marriage.
splits, yeah.
So this tells us that this woman had faced a lot in her
Initial stage,
initial
yes.
stage. So be it be a career or her
But
marriage,
yeah,
that phase was really tough for her,
yeah, yeah.
right? And then the Three of Wands, it came for the present in marriage, but for her work, it was coming in the future,
Yeah.
distant future.
Yes, yes.
So somehow it matches together. Why? Because the career happened later for the lady. So this card is before the career. Marriage card is before the career. So this is in the present, and for her career, it is going for the nearest future.
And you see like three major cards has come.
Yes.
So it shows like very something very prominent and will happen, for sure happen. There's no dicey situation. And the second card in the reading for career reading was strength. So in career you can have strength from within. You can work on yourself. But in personal life where things are dependent on other person also, you are dependent on judgment. You are dependent on God's answer, like कब मेरा right time आएगा and all that.
Yes,
That
very
because
true.
things are not completely in your hand.
Right. So if we look at the timeline and the career and the wedding happened before and then she started
Yeah,
career.
career.
So everything is making sense for this person,
Right, right.
right? And it also proves the point to reshuffle your cards, to add more layers and use both your brains, left and right. And if you don't know, you should look out for people who do reading with the left or the right brain so that you can match up. So somewhere our answers led to the same destined path we are trying to, carve for her.
Right.
Although with different explanations, but this is how, this is the gist or essence of tarot. So keep going, keep growing, learning, and sharing with your friends, and doing your research, and never fixate an answer. Never fixate anything in tarot. Just be free flowing like water.
Yes, as I told you, like Desh Patrkal, we discussed what
Yes.
situation, what spread you are doing, what is the query. So it's very important to frame your question before going to a tarot reader, because your question defines your answer then.
Very well said. And if you see for the time place condition, like for this person, so for this card is okay for an Indian person. But now if we see for someone who's living abroad,
Yeah.
or somewhere where there is okay that you can be separate. So this situation does not arise for a divorce situation. This is someone who they are living separate. Like they're not completely in divorce situation, but they are
Living by them, like
living
in their own zone.
in their own zone, or maybe separate. Separate could be like they're living in different rooms in a one house, and they are just like fulfilling that thing that.
And why
okay.
you were saying that?
Because for the marriage stuff, it is not coming as a divorce situation. Although looking at a scene, she is being through so much.
But shall we take temperance as a negative card for relationship or a separation card within by means they're living in the same house,
Yes.
but still you're saying that they are in the separate rooms, their own zone.
Yes, because we are taking time place. Like if someone is living abroad, this card does not show like they are divorced,
Yes.
but it is showing that they have trouble in paradise. So that's why they are living their two lives together.
Oh,
Because the woman is now more focused on career, and she puts more effort into that. But it's not like that she's not putting here. But they don't want to give divorce. They are just trying to live their separate lives and yet working also.
so
within
that
the
duality
space.
comes from the temperance. This is what you
Yes,
meant.
yes. And now the man is trying to hold things together also. If we see for outer world also, apart from our Indian norms.
Yeah.
So like this way, you can mix and match answers, and you can create your own situations, and you can like always do readings for like real life situations.
And Radhika, when we start our reading now, like once we are done with second or third card, our client they themselves start telling us that what's happening.
Yeah.
And once we get the information, it is very easy for us once we touch the third or fourth card.
Right.
then we know what exactly to say.
Because it takes them to also open up.
Open up.
Because sometimes what people do, they give you another question, but they have another question inside. So once you answer them through the cards, they try to speak up the truth eventually. So they just need to have a like
confidence
trust,
on you.
confidence and trust bond with you.
So thank you, Radhika. Thank
My
you for
pleasure. It
coming.
was a really great session, and I hope you guys liked the twist in the story.
I'm sure.
Yes, guys, that was great.
Thank you, Radhika.
My pleasure.